Imagine the most unproductive employee of your store, office, or business. If you think about it, we can divide them in three categories. First, the person whose nature is so much of jolly or bubbly or an outgoing personality that we actually miss the reality that the person is unproductive. Second, the person's productivity is declining in front of us. We can see it, and after some time, he or she becomes unproductive. And third, the employee is just a plain unproductive. Everyone knows about it. In case of all three non-productive employee situation, characteristics are same. See, we must understand this. Every person comes to the store, office, or go to the field to work. If we do root cause analysis, we go deeper. If we keep ourselves in their place, their shoes, then we understand that the problem might be in both the cases, both the sides. The problem might be with the employer, problem might be with the employees. So why we should see both the sides? Because we hire expecting that employee will perform. After so much of hard work by screening the resumes, taking the interviews, watching the abilities, skills, character, so much of hard work has done, and then we select the candidates. So before judging, we must see both the sides. Before judging, take a step back. Before judging, take a pause. The reasons may be anything: bad hiring, wrong workflows, wrong implementation of SOP, processes, efficiency, or employees may have dozens of distractions throughout the day to stick on one task. It would be very difficult for a manager to keep them on one task, focused on one task, because managers themselves are busy in lot of different tasks. So non-productive employees and non-productive environment can be very serious issue. One bad mango can create a domino effect on others. So basically, why I'm putting this bad picture in front of you? Because I want you to understand. Whenever you discover any productivity issue in your team, you must be able to address it quickly, efficiently, and effectively without losing profits and productivity. Ignoring it, judging them quickly, making assumptions, threatening employees in front of others, firing them directly is only going to make problem worse. Worse in terms of 7 things. You know, one distracted employee can't be distracted alone. He or she might have different stories to share. Stories related to mails, related to games, politics he or she might be playing in the store or in the office, which is not at all related to work or which is not at all aimed to improve your work culture. Till the time as a manager, when you know this, as a leader, when you come to know this, every one of your team member is busy, is engaged in these stories. And at that time, no one is doing their own work. So sometimes it happened that undone work, we have to get that work done from the productive employees. And that's where the conflicts begin. Boss, I can't take it anymore, boss. What you can't take it, pa? This is my resignation. What? What happened? What happened? You are asking me what happened? Whatever not happening in the store, all the things coming to me, boss. Why should I do all the things only because I am good at it? You have not given me an increment also last year as per the expectation, 4%. Inflation rate itself was 8%. I'm in loss, boss. Depending upon the market condition, I was okay with it. But what about the overburdened task I'm getting only because these people are not doing their job? Yes, you may have to lose your best employees due to this. There will be a huge burden on top and bottom line due to these non-productive employees. Non-productivity is directly linked to demotivation and low morale. If employees are already less in morale or demotivated, then how they can motivate customers to buy more? How they can make customers happy? If they can't make customers happy and delightful, how they are going to make a sale? How they are going to maintain a long-term relationship with the customers? So this is the second effect of unproductive environment, poor sales. Low productivity does more than hurting immediate sales. It can also affect the long-term performance of the company, long-term goals of the company. Inability to meet deadlines and goals is one of the worst effects of unproductive employee. Stress issues in employees including managers and leaders. 4 out of 10 employees say that their job is stressful. Particularly those managers and leaders who care about their own performance, own team, own job, who find difficulties managing unproductive employees, faces issues of stress, unhappiness, frustration. Especially non-productive employees are not chastised for their behavior consistently. Due to this unproductive environment, employees lose their confidence in their professional growth in company. Because bottom line is already in the burden and outcome is declining. So declining morale is one of the effects of unproductive environment. Non-productive workplaces creates a stress for employees who want to do a good job. They may have to work for long hours and that results in stress that convinces them to quit job. Especially when they see their co-workers, less motivated co-workers are not making any similar sacrifices. Employees may create a partial shift absences by arriving late, leaving early, taking leaves without intimation, taking longer breaks, lying for the leaves on the name of sickness, name of personal issues, vacations. Absenteeism results in 10.6% attrition rate, notes the Workforce Institute. So ladies and gentlemen, we have seen the different dimension of how unproductive environment can affect. Now, in our coming videos, we will see what are the reasons of unproductive employees being unproductive. This is Basavaraj Patil signing off until we meet again.